What's going on, Midlothian? It's the Cement City Chatter Podcast. You probably don't remember who I am, but it's me. It's Rob. Next to me, as always, live from the Opoka Palace, is Mr. John Opoka. What's going on, buddy?
Man, nothing. Just hanging out with my friends.
Hanging in there. I love the shades, buddy. To my left, Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Everybody's going to do it except for me.
Tiffany.
Hey, I'm kind of grieving the fact that it's not the Tiffany show anymore.
You know what? You did a really good job, and I'm really, really proud of you.
Aw. I love you too, Rob.
I almost didn't come back because you did such a good job.
Luckily, we got these roll-up doors, so she'll be able to get her head through it on the way out.
And across from me, the man that needs no introductions, Midlothian's 2.0's most valuable player, Mr. Tim Wilkins. Ladies and gentlemen of
Rob,
1883,
back,
girls,
buddy.
Judith, eat your heart out. Your baby boy's here.
You hot tamale.
My goodness.
No.
Hey, you know, I let you guys just roll with it for a little while, and I'm going to tell you that Facebook page just turned upside down. I don't know what is going on. What you guys?
Because we are Midlothian's most wanted narcissists.
I'm telling you. God.
Tim, you're such a narcissist.
Oh, yeah. Well, she's not the first person to accuse me of that.
You know, Adolf
the
Hitler
first
once
woman
said,
even.
no.
Oh, that's hitting.
Oh, man.
Well,
But anyways,
What are you eating there?
hot tamales.
Hot tamales.
Huh. Are those any good?
I love them. They're my favorite candy.
They are mine too. We ate a lot of those growing up.
You're a big cinnamon fan in general.
Man, we just love hot
But-
tamales.
Yeah, no, for real. Like, cinnamon is a life hack. Like, pretty much, I've not come across something that cinnamon that doesn't taste good. Unless the cinnamon is just shitty cinnamon.
So have you had Thai cinnamon?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, it's
Actually,
like really,
yeah.
really
Yeah, but it's
sharp.
not as good as hot tamales.
I don't know about Thai cinnamon, but no matter what you got going on with you, you Google a remedy.
cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a life hack. Seriously. You
But
feel
is it hot tamale cinnamon?
You're down in the dumps. Cinnamon.
One of my coworkers.
I just looked.
she
I
made
looked
a
at Tatum
chocolate-
sitting over there, and all I could think was a cinnamon challenge. That
Eating
my
the. I'm not
gosh,
gonna do
yeah,
that. That's not
crazy.
gonna be the.
kids did
no.
a cinnamon challenge at my house one time, and it's blowing cinnamon all over the kitchen.
Oh gosh.
No, thanks.
But
My agent is coaching me here.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
You
Well-
you gotta look the right. You
So
gotta look
I-
like a hot tamale.
I've missed a
Y'all
few.
are
I've missed a few episodes.
ridiculous.
So what's all happened here? We've had Alan. I haven't been on here since Alan won the election.
He won the runoff against Wayne Sibley. Wayne, got the most votes during the actual election, but didn't get 51%, so it went to runoff. Then Alan got like 2/3 of the votes, so he
Yeah.
got almost twice as many votes as Wayne
Oh,
did.
that
And-
reminds me. I need to call up Judge Little and do the "Told You So" dance.
Oh yeah, what'd you tell?
Why? What
what'd you
happened?
tell Todd?
Fill us in. Fill us in.
Okay, so night of the election, we're all theorizing. It's just theory, and he was saying that when an
Talking about
incumbent,
the runoff when you were at the party.
it wasn't a runoff. It was
Oh, the actual election.
The actual
okay,
election.
You were at the party with the judge and other people.
yes,
Yeah, okay.
and we were just sitting there. Everybody's theorizing. I said typically when an incumbent is in a runoff, the person that is the challenger is the one that sweeps up all the people that didn't vote for them, and Judge
Okay.
Little did not agree.
All right.
So I'm just gonna have to do the "Told You So" dance.
Well, I mean, he won his election, so
He didn't have to
he's
run
not
off, though, either,
He's not
so-
exactly uneducated in politics.
Well, but he didn't have a runoff, so
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Well, from the standpoint of interviewing all these guys, I got to say Wayne Sibley was just a pleasure, a complete pleasure to sit and
Absolutely. Oh,
listen
yeah.
to. His knowledge of the city is well beyond most people, just because
He's been here.
I'm sorry, but he's got more experience
No,
in
you're
days.
right.
But
So true story. They had this past Tuesday, a couple days ago. They had that reception. Incoming Alan, outgoing Wayne.
Right.
And they presented Wayne with some really, really cool stuff. From the city. And swore in Alan in place one. So the people that showed up, there were plenty of people. It was a packed house. But what was interesting to me was how many former councilmen were there and how many former mayors. And for example, we got a picture of a few of them together, and they represented 85 years of city leadership.
Oh, cumulative years, yeah.
And Wayne is probably the longest serving surviving city servant Jamie Wycliffe, who was on the council
Yep.
for many years,
Yep.
she said, well, he got me by 1 year because he's got 17 and
Yeah.
she had 16. You know, she's actually Clark's dad. So that
Right.
family.
She's actually Clark's mom,
Mom.
perhaps.
Yeah.
And she's
Well,
Mrs. Midlothian.
Yes, yeah. So like Clark's parents have both been on the city council, and Clark is now, of course,
Mayor Pro Tem.
But yeah, Joe Frizzell.
Yeah.
You know, he made it up there, and that was awesome to see him up and around.
Yeah.
Bill Houston was
Bill
there.
Houston was there.
Yeah.
Yep.
What about Boyce Watley?
I didn't see Boise. He may have been there, but I don't know him very well. Maurice was there. Bill was there. And, of course, Richard was there.
Yeah.
Justin was there. So we had pretty much all our surviving local mayors. The guy, I forget his name, the last name starts with an S, that was between Maurice and Bill. He lives like in Prosper now, so
Oh.
yeah. But he apparently
think
he's
I really
older and
remember.
doesn't get out much. These
But you
days.
know,
Well, Prosper's like practically Oklahoma.
Back to Alan.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see what his contribution is, because, you know, there's a lot of people out there that's, you know, they run for city council, and if they win, great, they're going to go work and
Right.
and do what they can. And Alan was one of those that, as you know, because he was in a race with you for
Yeah.
the same place a couple times.
Yeah.
But you know, just
Did he run both years? Okay.
I believe so.
And he told me that
That was 2020 and 2021.
Yeah, he told me that he was going to file absolute last day on 2021, and guess who filed last day up 2021?
Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so persistence pays. There's a lesson to be learned there.
Yeah.
Don't
Well,
give
so-
up on
Yeah,
your
run
dreams.
until you win.
And
Yeah.
it's not just that. He's out there serving the community anyway. I mean, he didn't get elected the first 2 times, and that
But that didn't stop him.
That
Yeah.
didn't stop him. He got appointed to the 4B board. He has always been involved in several local charities, one of them specifically regarding homeless people in Dallas. He runs the Midlothian Basketball League or Association.
It's league.
It's league. Okay, the MBL.
MBL, yeah.
Yeah, the Midlothian Basketball League.
Which
and-
up until just the last couple weeks, I did not realize that the sports organizations in this city are not city owned. These are
Yes,
like the basketball.
correct.
It
They're
was
nonprofit.
private
Alan
organizations.
and what's Alan's
Riley.
counterpart? Riley Plant, right?
Riley
Oh,
Plant.
yeah.
They
By the
came-
way, awesome dude.
They came
Awesome
together
dude.
to create the league, and just as the baseball association does and whatnot. So these aren't
baseball, soccer, tennis, basketball,
Football, Pee Wee football.
right.
Yeah,
These
MYFL, yeah.
Yeah.
these opportunities wouldn't be here for the kids if somebody didn't spearhead it and organize it.
Yeah,
So-
and the city through the 4B board donates money to all the private non-profit sports leagues in the
Right.
city.
And you
So-
support them by buying things in the city, because that's how 4B is funded.
Yeah. You want to expand on that? Be real.
Yeah, sure. How nerd do you want me to go? In the 70s, it was approved that cities could create 2 corporations. They're called
MCDC.
they're called 4A and 4B boards, and they are allowed to split up to 1 cent of every penny that comes, or every two pennies that come in here. It's
What kind of tax?
On sales tax.
Sales
That's what I'm
tax,
trying
right.
to get to. So you can have every city in Texas can have up to 2% or 2 cents of every $100 in sales tax. Well, you can take up to half of that and put it between the 2 boards, 4A and 4B, so that they have to be approved by election. And these were approved by election in like 94, I want to say, or something like that, and maybe 97. Anyway, they were approved by election in Midlothian.
The boards were established by
Election
these
of
election- okay,
citizens. Yes,
gotcha.
so citizens elected to do this. So the more money that is spent in town, the more, as far as sales tax dollars.
Right. You buy your uniform, clothing at Walmart. You buy your.
You get your car oil changed here.
Yeah. You go to AutoZone and buy your coolant. Yeah, all that stuff.
stuff. Anything that you buy in the city of Midlothian, there are gnats in my face.
There are gnats all over the place. I don't know what that's about.
It gets, that money comes to the city takes half, and then they divide the other half between the two boards. And then 4B is a community development board, which is why it's the MCDC.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the Midlothian Community Development Corporation. And they can only support things in the community like police stations, parks, sports leagues, things that develop community.
Right.
Libraries.
They built, single-handedly, they built the dog park.
Yes, that's absolutely true.
They gave, I want to say, $5-point-something million to add on, I believe it was specifically for baseball fields, but to add on to Community Park on 14th.
Yeah, it was. They had some strings attached to the money that they wouldn't approve it unless there was turf on the baseball fields. The baseball fields were going to stay. The city wanted to make them grass.
Okay.
And they said, no, we'll give you an extra 5.6, I think is what it was.
Okay, thanks.
Whatever, 0.1 at that point, it's just pocket change.
Yeah, we'll just have Rob write a check.
Yeah, it's exactly right. So as long as the infields were turf.
So speaking of grass, now's a good time to say that the soccer fields at Community Park, the Hawkins Springs soccer fields also, that's the one at the corner of Midlothian Parkway and 1387.
Yep.
So all the soccer fields are closed until October 1st for maintenance. They're redoing the grass, seeding,
we're getting
cutting all that.
actually back here.
Well, the actually is probably if you already have a reservation, which means you're probably part of a league or whatever, then you're
it's
good.
August 1st is what she's saying, and not October.
What did I say? Did I say October?
You said October.
Oh, August 1st. Yeah,
I
sorry.
love the fact checker just showing you to be
I
wrong.
know. Well, hey.
I was like, we've got an actually. Can we get her a button that says actually?
Yeah, we need to get another one of these.
No, we got it on the board. We just got to program it.
Well,
Yeah,
but she can't
okay.
push the board.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so she'd be like, meh.
Here, I'll give her this.
There you go.
So anyway,
3 X's and you're out, just like Family Feud.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, there you go. Probably, if you play soccer out there on the fields, you already know this. But
Who wants to play in July anyways? Good heavens.
oof. Well, I mean, okay.
Or August, for that matter. Good
People
God.
are serious about their sports, so.
Yeah, it's true.
Nope.
It's a giant nope for me.
Yeah.
Hey, so we're coming up on Independence Day next week.
Yeah.
Love it.
Merca.
One of my favorite holidays. We get to barbecue. Oh, man. You know what you've missed?
What?
You missed
Oh,
John smoking meat.
It was in service to my city.
Okay, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Keep Midlothian
Well, I can tell you,
beautiful.
Keep
I get it.
Midlothian Beautiful has nothing
on his barbecue.
On my
Okay,
Okay,
that's fine. It was in
legit.
service to my city.
So I found out that he used to manage a barbecue restaurant.
Oh.
And it shows because like what we had here was legitimate, like award-winning restaurant quality, like good
Okay.
restaurant,
Okay.
like people travel hours to get
John,
to.
pop quiz.
What?
When you pick up a rib, what texture should the meat be?
You know, I don't like it to where the bone falls out. I
No.
like it just to be a small tug.
Thank you.
Okay, so I was
Yeah, it's
actually
supposed to be like a nice
Yeah,
tender
just a little tug,
pull.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I was
Thank you, you
actually
pass.
Nice smoke line.
involved with some barbecue like competitions as a judge at one point, and they train you to judge, and the what you're supposed to look for is when you take a bite into a rib, you can count the teeth marks individually, and the meat does not come off the bone. That's the
Right, but
barbecue judge.
I needed to see what John's answer was, because some people
Well,
think that chili comes from
I-
Cincinnati.
And I can be on 100% honest with you. Ribs aren't my they're not my favorite thing to cook.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So, hey,
Because
so-
everybody
They're
does-
hard
I
though.
should have straight up just started taking like good pictures of his barbecue. Like the smoke ring was so perfect.
hey, speaking of barbecue, what's
Yeah.
going on with Big D's downtown? Something
they-
about
Great
They-
segue.
something about
Pen
the
and paper?
I don't know. We were talking about it.
Do you want the story?
Yeah, that's what
Okay,
we do here
so
on
then-
Seaman
Yeah, I wanna
City
know-
Chatter
So
Podcast.
that
We tell
used to be-
stories.
That used to be the Midlothian Mirror back in the day when it was actually locally owned. And he
This
had
is
it
in
open.
the 60s when Kennedy was assassinated.
Yes, I understand all that.
So, but they had that market open for a little while, and it wouldn't do it after Big D opened. It
It was
wasn't doing
Midlow
super.
Market, and then after that, the Farmers Market renamed itself to Midlothian Market. So then you had
Oh no,
Midlow
Midlothian Market's always been the same. Yeah.
Oh, has it? Okay.
Yeah.
So then you had Midlow Market and Midlothian Market, like half a block from each other.
Right. So, like I was saying,
Well, people are
after
getting confused.
I don't know. Would you like to tell the story?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
I know
No,
the
no,
story. You go ahead.
Tiffany, you tell the story.
So, and then also the Midlow Market was only open during the day and like didn't have hardly anything. So he decided to turn it into a speakeasy, pay a little homage to the fact that like the paper what used to be there. He said that there's no real records of any of the papers, so nobody kept any copies, nothing on microfiche, nothing. So what they got is what they got.
I bet the Wycliffes have him.
Have
And maybe
it somewhere.
maybe Miss Doug's mom. What's her name? Eisenberg.
Karen Eschberger.
Eschberger.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have no idea who you're talking about. but
She
that's
wrote
fine.
she wrote a book about the
Yeah,
history.
we got
that's
two.
the
We
one?
got the
Yeah.
two of the books right there on the
That's
bar.
the one.
She is a
I
She's
saw
a
that one at
historian of
Costco.
Midlothian.
historian. Yeah.
I saw that one at Costco.
So the Wycliffes have kind of like an amateur museum
Yeah, I
of
have seen
Midlothian
that.
history in their office.
Of Texas history.
Yeah.
Kind of also.
Well,
but
most
yes.
most of it's just family Midlothian
Yeah.
stuff, but
Yeah.
They've
so-
got Jamie's chair.
Okay, so let's fast forward to the renaming of something. I mean,
We're renaming it's not going to be renaming it.
Oh,
So
okay.
it was a marketplace where you could just go get like water and like cutesy bric-a-brac, but now it's like a speakeasy bar. It's not a bar because we don't have bars in Midlothian, right?
I thought they were just combining it with Big D.
Yeah, but it's the
yeah, but
speakeasy
were they
side.
going to rename the whole thing pen and paper?
Yeah. So originally,
George's
Drop
got
the name.
ideas.
You drop the name of Big D Barbecue.
No.
Yeah.
they're not
they-
gonna-
okay.
no.
Yeah, they dropped.
Yeah,
it's not Big D
that was
Barbecue
my
anymore.
interpretation of what
I'll
was
tell you.
going
Okay,
on.
I'll tell you
I
what
did not
happened.
see.
Okay, so the
why-
original
that's
plan
to me, why the hell you gonna name a restaurant Pen and Paper?
it's pen to paper and it's
Okay.
spelled PENN after
Okay,
the guy's
well,
name.
great.
Yeah.
I appreciate the homage to Mr. Penn, the original editor of Midlothian Mirror,
Yep.
who also tried to get Murray. They tried to assassinate him because
Yeah,
he
yeah.
had this conspiracy theory against Kennedy.
Well,
and
he
there's
was
a big
one of the-
hole in
he
the
was-
floor.
Yeah, he was one of the original
Where they bombed it, yeah.
original people that came up with the like Oswald didn't shoot him. It was the CIA or whoever.
But anyway, I mean, why the hell you gonna name a restaurant Pen to Paper? I mean, that just.
Well, it's.
I hope he
so-
doesn't
so
do
he-
that because.
Well, I'm sure he's already invested money. But
Well,
yeah.
Okay, well, I don't understand it.
original
Maybe
pla- okay,
come on and
the
explain
original
it to us.
plan was to move the market next door to the end. That
Okay.
that didn't work out, and so Big D is always packed, and so he wants more. And so what they're doing, they're expanding
Yeah.
the menu of Big D,
Oh, you could
and
change
so
the whole
it's
thing.
no longer just barbecue, and so calling it Big D Barbecue seems silly.
Well, not only that, it gets confusing with which one.
Yeah. So anyway, it's going to be they're basically combining the two using the one name. It is what it is.
Doesn't make sense to me. But
Yeah, that's fair.
Doesn't have
That's fair.
to. Doesn't have to.
But we're still going to get the same Big D barbecue.
Their
menu.
tagline is fire, smoke, wine, and elixir.
okay,
Sexy.
while you're writing on your paper with your pen. I just don't get the name.
Well, when you go in Big D, like he's got a lot of really cool like stuff up on the wall
And
about the
I
old
totally,
paper
I
and all
totally
that.
get
Yeah.
that, but the name just doesn't.
That's fair. That's fair.
It just to me, I don't get it. Maybe he
Well,
can
you know
explain
what?
it to us.
Actually, I suggest.
And I
that
love it because
we
I
all-
like his food. I love it.
Yeah.
But I just don't get the name. It just doesn't make
I
sense.
love
to me.
their barbecue
We have
sauce
lunch
straight up.
plans tomorrow. We're going to the new smoothie place, right? It's not Smoothie Plus anymore. It's
Midlow Smoothies.
Midlow Smoothie
Smoothies.
Company.
Yeah.
we're
Paul Cruz's
gonna-
restaurant.
Yep, we're going
Yeah.
there for lunch tomorrow. Maybe next week we look at going to Big D for lunch.
Just make sure you don't
Or-
have plans afterwards.
yeah.
Because you're going to smell like a smoke pit. That's the only thing I don't like.
That's fair.
Like,
Well,
yeah.
I said we go there, smell like smoke, eat some.
Well,
some
I mean,
good
you can
food,
always go home and take your weekly shower afterwards.
I take more than a weekly shower.
bi-weekly at best.
Are you a guru?
A guru.
Are you actually?
Oh yeah, did you finish your yoga?
Yeah.
No, because
Uh,
nobody shows up to freaking yoga, even when they're invited.
So you're not considered a guru?
No, not yet.
How do you
No.
become a guru?
I have to, at this point in my,
Oh wait, when did you do? Was that yesterday?
7 p.m.
Oh,
And I won't do it for another 2 weeks because we got
That was
concert next
that was
week.
probably his fault.
Probably.
Oh.
I'm gonna say it was.
We're gonna blame it on
Okay.
Tim.
All right.
Tim did
Well,
it.
so now's your chance. Invite people to
All
your
right.
next one.
All right. So in order to finish up my 200 classroom hour training to finally become a guru, I have to have 5 community classes with a minimum of 5 people. Every Wednesday, except for the 5th of July, there are classes at Atlet, which is next to SWIFA, which is next to Earth Tones, on 287 across the street from the Midway Airport. And they are free. Hot yoga classes at 4:45 and 7 p.m. every
yoga?
Wednesday. Yeah, hot
Oh,
yoga.
I'm out.
So they're open to the public.
It's open to the public for free.
You are
You can
leading
either
it.
bring I'm not leading all of them. I'm not
Oh,
leading
okay.
for another 2 weeks because
Okay.
I'm out. Like next week I'm gonna see Blink-182. I got floor tickets to see Blink-182.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And then
yeah, that's next.
oh, yeah. You
Well,
can't
that's
go either.
That's Wednesday. So,
it's
yeah.
only on Wednesdays.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I won't be going to
That's gonna
yoga
be a
next
fun
Wednesday.
show.
I'll be at Blink 182.
And I won't be going the next
With
week.
you,
Yeah,
so-
I won't be going next
Are you
week.
going to the Blink also?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, that's
he's
gonna
on
be
the
a fun show.
Opposites. Oh, last time we went, it was Tommy Lee and Travis Barker, and they had been in a drum off. Like every night they would one up each other. So like the night that we went. So 2 nights before us, Travis Barker had done a thing where he had like brought the drum kit forward and there were fireworks, and then or I guess Tommy Lee does not matter. What matters is that the night that we went, he's like playing, and Travis, you see him reach back and like strap in, and the drum kit comes up. There's fireworks all around, and he does circles just.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Up in the early 2000s.
how'd that go?
Don't worry about it. If you missed it the first time, you missed it for sure. So, but like in the early 2000s, that was a big deal. Like, I don't know. it
Yeah,
was
no,
real
I've
nice.
seen that.
It was fun.
I tell you-
I've
Well,
seen
we're
that.
gonna enjoy
23
that.
years
That is-
later.
that is
22 years later, I'm sure you have seen
just
that.
a few days from now. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And then
So-
the next week, we're in New York.
Yep.
So
Must be
like-
nice to be rich.
No, we're not rich.
Travel, Blink 182.
No,
I'm not
it's-
traveling with Blink-182. I would travel with other
You
people.
gonna go
before I
stay in the
travel
Trump Hotel?
with- No.
No, we're.
We did talk about that.
Where do we want to? Are we at an Airbnb? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
we're in
Okay.
Airbnb next to Costco.
That's cool. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm really
Awesome.
enjoying this hot tamale.
Well, I enjoy going. I enjoy visiting New York City, and my boys. The last time they were there, I've been there a couple dozen times, but my boys, the last time they were there was like 2014. So it's been a while. For
Hey,
me.
you know what's funny? The other night, I was looking for a movie to watch, and I realized I'd never watched Sully with Tom Hanks.
Oh, we watched
Really?
that last night.
Oh yeah.
Great
Did
movie.
you? Did you?
Yeah.
So I watched it.
How
within
many
last-
simulations did they have to go
Yeah,
through to
within the
land
last
that?
week.
Yeah.
Man, many times I've flown in and out of LaGuardia. I never thought about birds or
Yeah.
anywhere for that matter.
Just watch Maverick. It happens.
I'm already afraid of flying, so
First strike.
Bird strike.
it was
Yeah.
probably not the best movie to watch, but I did.
So, regarding the Independence Day stuff, we've got the parade.
Yes, the Boy Scouts will be there. And so we'll keep
Saturday, 10 a.m.
Yes, you have to line up at 8, which I feel is criminal.
Really? No. Okay. So
Yes, you have to
my
line up at 8.
My son's at the band, and he's getting dropped at the band hall at MHS at 8:30.
Well, then that means that somebody else is putting themselves in line. Lineup starts at 8. Line closes at 9:15.
All right. Well, there's a very good chance my son doesn't know when he's supposed to be there.
No, there's a very
There's
good
also-
chance. There's a very good chance to bring the band in. They
Yeah.
don't sit there with all their instruments.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
that's a great way to get them broken.
But before 10 a.m., everybody get out there. It's basically down 14th Street between Community Park and Navarro College. And special thanks to Navarro College for opening up their facility to receive everybody because we can't
It's hotter
do,
than
we
Hades.
can't do we can't do the normal route downtown because of all the construction. We can't stage at the police station because it's closed off
Under
for construction, and we can't we can't go through downtown because they have the roads kind of narrowed down and blocked off.
So it's going down 14th Street.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's so exciting.
No, I know.
I legitimately enjoy our city parades. I do.
Yeah, but when I was a kid, they always went downtown. And that was the best. I mean, those
Yeah.
were great parades.
We do, yeah, and that's where they normally
But
have
14th
it.
Street is nothing but
Yeah.
land.
We got too much
No, you're
construction
true,
going
true.
for downtown right
You're
now.
true.
I know, I get it, but
They just don't want to they don't want to let the event die.
Hopefully
Yeah.
we'll be back next year downtown. That's
I'll be in the Waxahachie parade.
Oh, Sean will too.
oh,
Yeah,
Bronco?
we're taking.
He's,
Oh, is he going with all the Jeep guys?
Yeah, he's.
Yeah, we're going with all the Bronco people.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's
I'm
going with
going
the
with-
Jeep guys. That's why.
I'm gonna go with all the Ferrari guys.
lies.
I got asked to put my Jeep in this parade, and I'm like, maybe in a couple of years when my son's not marching, but unless I'm literally driving right behind him so I can watch him march, I'm just going to sit on the side and watch him walk by and take pictures. So
Good dad.
that's being a dad. So
Yep.
maybe in a couple of years.
So what else is going
Non-emergency
on?
stuff's going to be closed on July 4th, but your trash will be picked up.
Oh yeah, we
important.
only close trash for 4 things.
For the 4 people that care, the library is going to be closed on the 30th from 2 to 4.
Was that Tiffany?
I was gonna say Tiffany
Fred.
is here, so
Yeah, so who's the other 3?
The librarians. There's 2 of them.
Tiffany's kids are 2 of them. Yeah.
So-
one of the
so-
librarians doesn't care.
No.
Why don't you just get them books on tape?
You can rent them for free there.
Yeah, it's true. Like well.
Yeah.
So do
when's
they
the
do
last
that
time
too?
you went to the
Living.
library?
Okay.
But you homeschool, so you have to utilize it.
I mean, you don't have to.
You don't have
It's
to,
cheaper.
but if you didn't homeschool, would you think you'd actually use the library still?
Yeah, Sean used it when he was taking his real estate exams. He had to have them proctor. So he needed an exam proctored. So he just went in the library and watched him, make sure he didn't pull out a book.
Yeah. There are plenty of good uses for the library.
3D printer is what I'm, like,
I
hoping
like
they'll
to
bring
tease
back.
Tiffany about that, but I tell you what, when the library shuts down, you do realize like the number of people that use it, because you hear from them like, where am I supposed to,
Our librarian has some great information that she pulled from her own
Do
library.
we only have one?
No, we've got 2. We've got
Okay.
a public librarian and a school librarian. So our librarian has some great information on how libraries are revenue centers that she pulled from research from her own library.
Oh, well, okay, that sounds biased, but okay.
No, it's just it's actual scholarly articles.
So
but,
part of the city budget for the new library is a total of 3 librarians.
oh, good,
So.
good.
Let's see, what else we got going this week?
We got what did they name an interim superintendent?
They did. I don't know who this person is. That they probably came from out of town.
I saw it's a lady.
Yes, Dr. Karen Rue, R-U-E. We welcome Dr. Rue.
Yay! I don't know who you are.
Yeah. Now, so a lot of school districts use interims as kind of an interview for the job. So
Judith, if you're listening, call in and let us know about this person real quick.
you want to give her a phone number to call?
Not mine.
817-360-6178. That's 817-360-6178.
Call in. No,
Call
but
in now.
back to
So, okay, kind of school related. One of our great public servants here in town, he's been on the show before, Tater Beard.
yes.
Tater.
Yep, a lot of people know he was involved in an accident a while back and lost part of his foot as a result. And so they are teaming up for Tater.
I bought a tater shirt.
Oh, you know what? I should get one of those.
You want
Teaming
the
up.
link?
Yes, you can send that to me.
I will.
You know how to get a hold of me.
No, don't.
So, Teaming Up for Tater is on July 13th. Tickets are available now as a fundraiser at Union 28. I think that's a Thursday, the 13th.
I don't know. That sounds right. Yeah.
Okay, it's definitely on the 13th, and so we're doing a fundraiser. There will be stuff for auction. There's going to be some live music, I believe. There's going to be food there served by Union 28. A fantastic venue, by the way, really enjoyable. So that's important, as far as giving back to somebody who gives so much to the school and the community. He's on the Keep Midlothian Beautiful board with
He
you.
is our board liaison, actually.
Okay.
And we've already decided that if the city didn't get their act together, we were going to create a podcast of our own, call it Pretty Pretty.
He's been so I saw him a couple times over the last few days, and he was like, "You need to ask Tiffany about the podcast."
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, okay.
That's what we're gonna call it. Because we said that like if it takes so long sometimes to get bureaucracy in order that like we would already had a podcast, a Venmo, and all of our social set up.
All right.
And
When are you gonna do that? When are you gonna find the time to do that?
to do what?
Pretty.
Pretty not. It's a big joke, dude.
Oh, okay. I was fixing some.
Well,
between being a guru and going to Blink 182 in New York, Cement City Chatter podcast, and
Yeah.
everything
And a
else you
yoga
got going on.
instructor. Yoga instructor.
That's
one
what the
of the
guru
thing-
is. That's what he's talking about. The guru.
Yeah, one of the things that Tater does is also he has a couple radio shows, podcasts of his own that center around
Sports
mostly
usually.
high school sports.
Which I talked to Tater, and when they get a chance, him and Todd are going to come in here when we get close enough to football season.
I love
he
it.
was telling me we've got some massive studs that moved in. One in particular that the football coach is just extremely excited about. Did good last year. I mean, both teams, the talent this year is even a step up.
Yeah, they've
so.
got a lot to talk about for football for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to having them on. Tater's just a great guy. Like
he is.
when you hang around him, you just enjoy yourself. And so Tater, we're pulling for you, buddy. We're looking forward to raising some money to help you with those medical bills. And I know sports is in your heart. Speaking of sports, speaking of legends,
Oh, the one, the only, Dale Hansen.
Dale Hansen will be in the studio next week. Excited to have him. It's his big birthday bash coming up. If you guys know John Knight, he's pretty known in the community. He is spearheading Dale Hansen's birthday party that's going to take place at the new Texas Theater that just reopened. In Waxahachie.
And that way.
It's going to be a pretty big event. They're going to come in and talk about that, and I'm sure
we'll talk
get
about that in detail next week. And Dale will have a few things to say, from what I hear.
I didn't realize how like local he was until I asked somebody
Yeah, he
in
lives
Cincinnati.
in Waxahachie.
No. And like I was like, "Do you know who Dale Hansen is?" And they were like, "No, actually."
yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Okay, but to be honest, like he's
No,
been
no, he's-
retired for a while, and like,
Has he?
yeah, like
That's some
kids in
people-
their 20s don't know who Dale Hansen is. They don't watch TV. They
Everybody
don't watch
knows who
sports.
Dale Hansen is.
Okay.
You'd
I
be
think it's- I
surprised.
think he's
He
just
was
regional.
the sportscaster for years.
Yeah.
I know, but
understand that,
regionally,
like,
was what I
when
was saying.
I
asked
who
somebody in
who was the
Ohio, for God's
sportscaster
sake.
when you were 7 years old?
Dale Hansen.
Dale Hansen.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're probably, okay, that's fair.
Dale
That's fair.
Hansen. He was
Yeah.
the sportscaster when I was 7.
Okay, but he wasn't.
Yeah, same time.
You know, he wasn't
Same
the
time.
sportscaster when a lot of these kids were coming up. So.
They only retired 2 years ago.
These
Maybe
kids-
a year and a half
Well,
ago.
I can tell you, these
Yeah,
kids.
that's what I told you,
21,
like-
Hey,
yeah.
these
Okay.
kids don't watch TV. They watch YouTube.
No,
That's
you're right.
fair. That's real fair.
They
I
don't.
mean, hell, like so does Tim. He only watches
Yeah, I don't
YouTube.
watch TV.
Well,
It's
Dale's
just
done a
what
lot
it
for
is.
charity over the years,
100%.
too.
Yes.
A whole
Yes.
lot.
Yep, and he's a very interesting person, and we're really looking forward to having
I
him on.
am
and John
excited.
Knight.
I'm excited to see
John
him.
Knight is an awesome dude.
Yeah, John's
Dale
awesome.
and John work together on a charity that I'll let them talk about next week. But that's going to be a great show. I hope everybody's able to catch it. So,
Dale Hansen actually joined Channel 8, I think, WFFA in 1983.
1983.
Thank you.
And he retired
Thank you, actually,
in
Ashley.
2021.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. It's
Yeah.
a long run.
But like, he wasn't just straight up sports there at the end. He did a lot more commentary than anything else. But yeah,
Yeah.
I like him.
Hell of a poker player.
I don't know. Will he wear those mirrored glasses?
Well, apparently he and Rob are buddies. So Rob's got dirt on him. So
No, he doesn't.
No, but we've had a poker game or two at Thorntree Country Club down there after hours.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thorntree, yeah.
Did he take you for all your money?
Oh,
They beat me over the head.
Oh, yeah?
Well,
Wow. That's cool.
Made the mistake once of sitting down with those guys.
Never again?
Walk away lighter.
Did it teach you life skills?
Teach me life skills.
Yeah, I bet.
All right.
About knowing when to hold them,
when to fold them.
when to walk
When
away.
to shut the fuck up.
when to
When to run.
And I don't smoke cigars.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man.
Make sure I know the steps.
But no, I mean, it's going to be a great time. glad to have
Yeah,
him.
I'm super excited. I won't fawn over him like Mr. Opoka did on The Weatherman.
Oh, I am not sure that's true.
I mean, I would love to have.
Oh my God, it's David Finfrock!
I would love to have David Finfrock on
No,
the show.
this is how this happened. He walks behind
Yes.
Ashley and went, Ashley, it's David Finfrock.
It's David Finfrock.
we all went out to dinner at the new Wilson Seafood and saw David Finfrock there.
Yeah.
And so John and Tiffany both were fanboying over him.
I didn't take a
and-
picture. I didn't even ask.
Well,
I got my picture with him.
I did. I got
yeah,
my picture.
You were in the same picture. Yeah.
No, we weren't. Like,
You
no,
weren't?
I just
Oh,
walked
okay.
over and told him. It was like, you were there for me every storm.
Well, the doc's wife, she really egged me into it.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I was like, you and Troy Duncan.
Yep. On the way out, I just told him he was a good sport for putting up with my friends.
It's fine. he lives out in
Lake Ridge.
Lake Ridge.
Yeah.
Oh, does he? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He says he has for a long time. It amazes me the people that live out this way that are like celebrities.
Yeah, well,
I mean, we had Chewbacca.
Oh.
and then-
Chewbacca, huh?
Well, he lived in
Yeah.
Prosper towards the end.
Oh well,
okay.
but for a long time he lived in Waxahachie, didn't he?
I didn't know that.
I only knew him living in Prosper for like years and years.
When I moved out
I'm
here,
sure we have somebody employed by the podcast who is looking.
Do you know
at
Uncle Jesse lived in Waxahachie, I believe?
What? No way.
Yeah.
the
Well,
Dukes?
yeah, for no,
Oh,
yeah,
wrong
Homestead.
Uncle Jesse.
Yeah.
You could tell there's a generation gap.
Dukes of
there.
Hazzard, Uncle Jesse.
Yeah, Uncle
Yeah,
Jesse.
that's what. Yeah.
I thought.
And then
I went
Wilford
Oh,
Brumley.
to
Hey,
John
another
Stamos.
Wilford Brumley, I guess.
Yeah.
He lives up in Grapevine. Actually, when I was managing a restaurant,
Really?
he came in there and to my
Mr.
restaurant.
That's
Yeah.
what I
Mr.
picture
Diabetes?
God to look like.
He is awesome.
Is it
He's
Mr. Diabetes?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
He's a
he was from
really nice
Cocoon.
man.
I think it may be from the movie Cocoon that like makes me like think
Oh,
that,
yeah,
think that
yeah.
he's like that's what God looks like.
He's
So-
on Northern Exposure also. That
Okay.
was a good show.
So
It was a
speaking of
small role.
celebrities, if you've lived under a rock
Boy.
this last week, unless you've lived under a rock, Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk
Yeah, is that what that's about?
have both agreed to a UFC fight
I don't
against
think
each other.
that's happening.
Yes, it is.
That is
Dude, that would be
It is.
I talked to
awesome.
listen. No, talk to Dana White.
Their
It's happening.
boards- No,
You
their-
talked to Dana White?
Yeah, it's happening.
You have his number.
It's
Their
happening.
boards are
No.
will not let them do that.
Yes, they are. The
they would
one
let them do that.
obstacle, the one obstacle
One.
they're trying to figure out is the fact that Mark is naturally a lightweight, which is 155 pounds, whereas Elon can fluctuate between 185 and 205, so middleweight, light, heavyweight. Well, there's 3 weight classes different in that aspect, so you would have to do sort of a catch weight, which means Mark would have to put on a little bit of weight, Elon would have to lose some weight, but since then, Elon Musk has retained George St. Pierre as his trainer. Mark Zuckerberg has retained John Bones Jones as his trainer. Now, Mark Zuckerberg just competed in jiu-jitsu tournaments in California.
Right.
He's actually been training jiu-jitsu seriously. He's serious about the sport. Whereas Elon says, guys, don't sleep on me. Growing up in South Africa, you'd be surprised how many fights I was in. Plus, he's got martial arts experience in Taekwondo.
He's got he's got
just gonna come in and
judo,
fire everybody and then,
taekwondo,
like-
karate, and jujitsu.
Yeah, right. So, again,
Dude.
Mark Zuckerberg calls Dana White and says, hey, is this guy serious? And he says, well, I don't know. So Dana calls Elon and says, yeah, I'll do it. Anyways, these guys would raise hundreds of millions of dollars for charity.
First of all,
hundreds
let me say
of
this.
millions.
If this happens, we're doing the pay-per-view here.
Oh,
or in our
100%.
house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
And we're all
100%.
watching it.
Well, it will be the
Rob, I'm going
biggest-
to bring you the first drink.
Oh,
if
I'm
it
gonna put the
happens,
100
It's gonna happen.
'Cause I don't think
Projector.
it's
Listen,
happening.
it will
Yeah.
be the biggest pay-per-view ever, which right now the biggest pay-per-view of all time is Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather. This will break all records times 3 because you don't have to be a fight fan to watch this.
I will personally make you an old-fashioned, an extra special old-fashioned if this happens.
He'll only
It's
stick
gonna
his finger
happen.
in it.
He
It's,
doesn't
it's
drink
going to
that.
happen.
You don't drink old-fashions?
No, I don't
No.
drink liquor, period.
No.
Okay.
Just get him a
All
Truly.
right.
He'd be fine.
I'll get you a
Just give him
Truly.
Truly, he'll
Yeah.
be fine.
But it's going to happen because the money, like I said, somebody says, are these guys, what Dana said, they'd raise a ton of money for charity.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so
they would. But here's-
one of the
here's
guys
the
said,
thing that-
are they going to give it to charity? And like, well, neither of them need money.
Oh, they'll absolutely.
Yeah, they don't need the money.
100% give all the money away.
But I wonder if
they're
they're-
at the point. They've got stupid. I don't care about money.
I wonder if
Right.
they're
I
going to
mean,
full
look at
send it.
Biden
If they're
Twitter.
actually going to go in
Hello.
wanting to hurt each other. Because I want to see blood.
Well,
No,
so
they
if
would.
it happens, I want it to be legit, like you
Oh,
said.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
but here's
yes.
the thing. Understand this: like the risk of injury. Think about that. What these guys are worth monetarily, but not just to themselves because they own stock. That's where their money comes from. they are pretty much the driving force behind multiple high-dollar companies. And so the board and investors and things like that have risk based on, like, if one of them catches an errant, strike upside the head and, gets TBI.
They're insured.
Oh, yeah, they're insured. Who's going to insure, the richest man in the world?
Lloyd's of London.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, will they?
Oh, I mean, don't insure anybody if the premium is high enough.
Well, sure, but like I know they the bald beauty from Star Trek, like they insured her, like when she was shaving her head, she was afraid it wasn't going to grow back, and so they insured her hair growth and that sort of thing. So yes, they do all sorts of really cool and interesting insurance.
Well, the
policies,
original policy was Betty Grable's legs.
but how do you insure the single brainchild behind Tesla and SpaceX?
I'm sure that they're not the single brainchild.
Well, I'm
sure that the funding money.
He's the driving force. Absolutely.
Well, first of all, you
No
don't.
pun intended.
This conversation can go so left real quick because I can tell you there's 2 Elons.
Oh,
We've already got a clone.
okay.
I'm sure, yeah, probably.
I mean, if anybody had a clone, it would be the richest man in the world.
No, I'm just
the
playing.
most
I'm not
uninteresting man in the world.
Although I did
okay,
watch it. Hey, I did watch a TikTok video that showed how Joe Biden's earlobes are all of a sudden different, and it's definitely a different person.
It's a known thing that they do have doubles of the president. The Secret Service does, but so there's a great conspiracy theory for you. They are gonna promote this fight for charity, but
and they're gonna walk up and just
they have like body doubles, like just what do you call the dead ringers?
Stunt doubles. Doppelganger.
Thank you. They're gonna have doppelgangers up there.
I cannot
actually
believe I
doing
beat
the
Tiffany
fighting.
to that.
I'm bad at fast.
I'm impressed, Rob. You're on it tonight.
I'm like, I don't know what you're talking
I've
about.
missed you, by the way.
Well,
I know
It's
you
been
were
like a
out the
month,
last
man.
couple. Well, he was out the last couple of weeks because he's caring for his lovely wife.
Well, I mean, there was Karen for Karen, but then also he worked, and then there was something else.
Oh yeah, you've been out of town. He's a world traveler.
Yeah, and your own little airplane and everything. It's my aeroplane.
I love chili peppers.
Yeah, me too.
Well, what else was I going to say?
I don't know.
Other useless information that we spew around here. Other than the fact
What's that?
I do
toy
not
we're gonna
understand why there's an entire Facebook dedicated to the lynching of Tim Wilkins. What is the?
Is there an entire Facebook dedicated to that?
I mean,
It's that
there's a
midlothian
mob of
2.0.
them.
And let me tell you, I sit back and I watch this, and I've been real careful not to really comment a whole lot on this, but I'm going to tell you.
By the way, all this stuff, I hear about it. I've never seen it.
Well,
You've been blocked.
I've never won. I mean,
Well,
Everybody
probably
that
'cause you've been blocked.
I don't
everybody you
actually
blocked
care
on
either.
Talk,
I just-
they have created their own page and blocked you.
It's a group. I want to be clear. It's a group.
It's a group. You're right.
It's a group.
It is a group.
But yeah, I'm not in the
Group of
group.
whack jobs.
I don't,
That may be fair.
Somebody will
May be fair.
casually mention, oh, they're talking
Not
about
everybody,
you. The latest thing is that this particular lady has a crush on me, so she talks about me all the time.
Well, I don't know. I'm all over the city. There's not a corner of this city I don't go to, and you're around just as much of it. I've never seen anybody in public come up and challenge you to anything. That's just preposterous. It's ridiculous.
No,
These are
one
the people
person-
that don't
one-
show their face.
Well, no,
and the
one
one single person.
did.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I got-
right.
Yeah, the lady
At
yelling
Starbucks.
at me. Yeah, she was yelling at me at Starbucks.
Oh, the classless lady.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I was like, well, that's not real mature of you. Like, if you just want to make a scene, whatever. And I just wonder what in the world
Well,
goes
I mean,
on
luckily
in their brain
you-
that I have the power to do.
Okay, so you
anything
were
that
talking
can
about
upset
the
them
one
to
person-
that-
Well, I'm
that
just
level.
saying. Luckily, you're professional and you have class. That bitch yells at me. She's getting it
Wow.
straight up.
She has no class.
Tell me how you
I don't
feel.
know. I don't know which one you're talking about.
Oh,
but
he's telling
I
you
don't
right
see-
now.
I don't
John's
I'm
see.
telling you, she has no class.
Yeah. Well,
Are we still blocked?
No, we're totally blocked. She blocked me
Yeah.
several weeks ago because I'm a
It is
narcissist.
Me too,
I mean,
yeah,
I'll,
me too.
I'll take your word for it.
No, it doesn't matter. Let's not give
bitch,
in.
I'll
on the-
roast.
Okay.
I will
This is
roast
Here's the deal,
her.
though.
Scorched
Here's the deal,
earth.
though. Well, hold on, though. They keep accusing us to come in on our little podcast and talking all about them. And you know what? Right now they're winning because that's what's happening.
Yeah, well, I don't give a shit.
Well, there's that. That's absolutely fair. However, right now, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy for them because we weren't, and now we are.
Well, I think it's 3 people, so that really incorporates the whole town.
Well, there's been a little concern about the level of attention that these people are giving some of us, and that it may be problematic at
They
some
like
point.
to follow. Okay, so my favorite thing
problematic for
is
who?
that,
Not
like,
me. They don't affect my life whatsoever.
Yeah,
they can't do
no,
anything to me.
The only
Nothing.
thing that like is a
Nothing.
mild irritation to me, like, you know,
It's
similar
like a rectal
to,
itch.
Well, I was gonna say like athlete's foot, a mild irritation, but fair. But what I was trying to say was they like to follow me around when they don't agree with me, tell me how I lost 2 elections, and I'm like, oh, I see how this is. Fine, we're gonna move on because obviously you can't.
No, but no.
But yeah, no, I like I said.
Again, that is the one concerning thing is how much they're concerned about people who, like, we have
I want it
nothing.
on
We
the
have
record,
we have
though.
no power. Like, we're not anybody important. We're
No,
just,
I feel
you know.
this like
no, we're just a bunch of narcissists that like to sit around and talk about people.
I don't have any
Yeah,
more
but you
sway
don't
than they do.
run around all uptight, just
No, we don't.
acting like you need some dick in your life.
Well, to,
Wow! Wow!
to
this
to
has
be
gone
clear,
off the rails. Wow!
I don't want to get a call from John saying that Dale watched an episode and decided he's not coming. But,
No, I think you would.
maybe he would.
Wow.
We can put this out after the Dale show.
But I do. One of the favorite things about living here in Midlothian is, just being able to run into people that you know in town, whether they like you or not. You always have great interactions with people.
Yeah.
And
what I like is being able to go, oh, that's so and so because they drive such and such, or whatever. Just knowing somebody, like when you roll up into a parking space.
Oh yeah. It's funny how many people's cars you recognize.
Yeah.
Hey, I was walking into jalapeno lemon pepper about 2 weeks ago. I was having a business meeting, and some guy drove by and says,
Great
"Hey,
tacos.
hey, are you John?" And I just said, "Oh shit, how do I answer this question?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Man, I watch your podcast. I love it."
He's our only listener.
He's one of our dozens of listeners.
He's our one and only listener. He's that one guy that watches the whole
You
entire
should
episode.
invite him on.
I did.
Oh,
I did. I was so excited.
At cementcitychatter.
I chased him down the road.
Are
And I
you
wanted,
checking that email?
No,
I
hey,
hope?
listen.
Yes.
Okay,
listen.
good.
I chased him down the road, and I was wanting his autograph because I want the autograph of the one and only
one and
listener.
The one and only. Yes.
But
he can come sign our flag.
he saw me chasing him down the road and just stepped on it. I mean, he was out of there.
Yeah, we do.
All right.
By the way, have a pen by next week for Dale to sign that flag because we had
Yes.
trouble finding a pen last time.
What
I
color?
think.
No, we
No, I
don't.
mean
I know.
silver
I've got him
or
here.
purple,
I need to go over to the
whatever that
to
is.
Joann's and pick up the good fabric pens.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, the Sharpie ones work too.
Well, they're almost dead.
Oh, I think I've got a couple, but I won't remember to bring them because that's the way I roll.
I need to bring some different
I
colors.
will say that the reason that I like this town and living in small towns is also like it's a double-edged sword. It's the reason why my husband said when we move, I'm never allowed to do anything with city politics ever again, or he'll divorce me, and he meant it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
and that-
so it's a small town and it's a small town, right? I mean,
Yeah.
so people know you and people know you.
Well, and they know what somebody else has told them about you,
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
whether it's true or not.
Yep. But you know what? That happens in any town.
No, I know. Well, no, it does not happen in like
Yeah.
the big towns. Like,
It does when you get connected with the right people.
I guess in circles. it
Because
does.
absolutely, the Dallas City Hall people, like, I don't know, John Wiley Price.
That wasn't connected. That was standing on a windshield with nunchucks.
Well, I mean, that's fair.
I like to think we're connected. We're connected with the right people in town. I mean,
Yeah, I feel like
we have
are.
a bunch of good people
I
on our
certainly
side.
enjoy our connections to these people. The people who own businesses, and we get to watch them succeed and expand.
Yeah.
And they open restaurants like
Yeah.
Wilson's and are doing great.
Scoops.
Scoops. Oh yeah, we love the people behind Scoops, and
Yeah.
Porch
I
Pour.
particularly really love one of their employees, my son. But
We like to support local.
Yeah.
Your kids work all over the place now.
So yeah.
One of them's green bean.
Yeah, no, yeah, okay. So my younger daughter, she came home from college and is working at Wilson's. I took Ashley there for her birthday, for
birthday.
dinner tonight. Happy birthday, Ashley! And
Her run for president starts tomorrow.
yeah, she's old enough to run for president now. So
Our campaign manager is 8
yep,
years old.
My daughter got to wait on us while we were there. And
She's always the few times I've been there, she's waited on me every time.
really,
Yeah.
really good.
And actually,
twice I was with
she
you.
waited on me and Marnie when we went there for the first time.
Oh,
And I
awesome.
didn't know who she was at the time.
Oh, okay.
So.
All right.
Very, very
well,
good.
just so you guys know, she's working very hard on a car fund
Hey,
to
Brett
buy a
Kemp-
car at the end of summer. So
Does she? Okay.
yeah.
Brett Kemp's daughter works there too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Ran
Yep.
into Brett and he told me that. That's
Yep.
awesome. My older son works for Starbucks
As a green bean.
as a green bean. Yep, that's what they call them.
Well,
And,
when they're young.
yeah, okay. And then my youngest one works at Scoops. And
Once they've been
he,
through the fire, they're no longer green
he
beans.
he loves that job. I mean, he could probably go find a better paying job, but he loves that job.
That's awesome.
He insulted me at the window. I'm kidding. He was trying to give me a hard time. He tried to tell me they were closed 15 minutes early.
Oh yeah, he does enjoy giving you a hard time.
Yeah,
but you
it's
give
fine.
it back too. So
Oh, absolutely.
that's how it's supposed
we
to
are
work.
just about out of time, guys.
Yep. We got anything else to discuss, or Rob, you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, we can wrap it up. We got Dale Hansen coming in here next week with John Knight. Let's have a good time. Ladies and gentlemen, if I called you a bitch, I'm sorry.
Or said
But
you
stop
needed...
acting like one.
Well, that's fair. I want to know, like, what is the, like... Sometimes I want to know what the sphincter situation... I mean, are there splinters from that stick? Or, like...
I don't know.
I'm not sure how that works.
They live lonely, pathetic lives. So
Well, again... The more we talk about them, the more that what
More
they say is
validate
true.
them.
I
yes.
have found that when anybody has a problem with someone else, most of the time, simply having a talk, communicating, works through stuff.
Yeah, it does.
You know, it's rare that doesn't work. If you have two reasonable people that are at odds about something, usually sitting down and just discussing it gets you past that. You don't have to agree when you're done. But I have yet to see any reasonable people continue to have a problem with each other after just seeing each other face to face and talking.
Right.
So that invitation, let me the one that we gave a couple weeks ago.
yeah, anybody
always open.
if
You know
anybody would like to come on the podcast and discuss why they don't like us, we would love to have you because
And we won't
you know
be
what?
mean.
We
Well-
will probably leave friends.
Yeah, well, so my invitation is, most people know you can find me at the Starbucks over by Kroger. You know, every morning.
Not in Kroger, that's faux bucks.
Yeah, that's not a real Starbucks. But the real Starbucks, I'm there almost every morning, Monday through Friday. You know, it's rare that I'm not there. So if you want to just say hi or talk about something or get something out of your chest, there I am. And 210 Hawkins Run Road.
And you're always welcome to come on the podcast.
Yep.
Anytime.
And by the way, I also do the scheduling for the podcast. So if you'd like to come on the podcast, contact me as well.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
One way or the other, you're talking to him. Oh, we forgot
yep.
about the OG Starbucks.
yeah.
OG Bucks
I
over
know
off
that's
67.
your place. Tim's our boy.
Yeah, he's gonna. Everybody is being relocated to another Starbucks or taking their vacation sick time for the rest of the year. As
Are they shutting it down?
they're tearing it down all the way to
Renovating.
the bottom.
That's so it wasn't
Leveling
it
it.
wasn't going to be a complete level at one point, but the
Yeah.
latest I hear is that they are literally leveling the building, which they probably should do at this point.
It's been there for a hot minute.
Not just that, but like they need a better design.
Well, it's
I
not
think we
just
can all
even that.
agree
That
on that.
parking lot is like the crater, like the Midlothian Hellmouth is underneath that. Like they need to like brace with some holy water or something, or it's all gonna fall in.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The Chase parking lot was ridiculous.
A disaster.
It was
3 times
ridiculous.
over.
So anyway, you know, if you enjoy going to that the older Starbucks, you probably already know this, but it is shutting down
July 4th.
July 4th for renovation, and the employees that you love seeing there, like our friend Tim. I think Tim is getting located out to Alvarado.
He said he didn't know Alvarado or Cleburne.
It's not been set in stone yet, but I don't think he's going to be in town during the renovation,
No.
unfortunately. But anyway, say hello and a temporary goodbye to your favorite baristas there, and then
So long for now.
yep, when it's open, they will resume wrapping the line all the way around the building 2 times, like they normally do.
Right on.
All right, guys.
All right, guys.
It's been real.
Ha! I got you.
Take us home, Rob.
Midlothian, we love you. Welcome, Alan Mormon. Let's get to work. teaming up for Tater. Dale Hansen next week. Be safe with the fireworks. Keep your water hose handy.
Safety third.
Don't burn shit down. Let's have a good weekend. Love you. Bye.
Love you,
Peace.
Midlothian.